Yo 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 yo.
Jess Hilarious.
Good morning.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Monday. Good morning. How y'all feel out there? I feel blessed, black, and highly favored. Happy to be here. Another day to serve our beautiful listeners. Good morning. What's happening?
Good morning. How was your weekend, Jess? What you do this weekend? You was off?
Yes, I was off, but I'm still always on, very much doing business every day. But me and my kids, we carved pumpkins this year. Well, Marley is too young to do it, but me and my son, we did it. And we had a contest. And whoever carved like the best, like creative little pumpkin, they got $50. And I gave it to Ash anyway. Mine was better than his. I had a wig, lashes, did my eyebrows on it. I put a little nose ring in my pumpkin.
Did you carve it? Like cut the inside?
Yes,
down?
I did.
Okay,
I know what carving.
I'm just making sure.
Like, come on,
some people just paint pumpkins and they be like, I carved that.
No.
Sure.
That's what we let Marley. That's what we was gonna let Marley do because she won, but she was looking at that like, no, I'm not. So yeah, Ash, like he made his pumpkin look like Scream, like the Scream villain or whatever. But mine was nice. Mine was giving very much City Girl. So.
Okay.
But he won. He got more. Yeah,
she had a wig and eyelashes.
Oh, City Girls.
A bust down. My pumpkin had the bust down, real wig, very much. And it still better be on my porch. I know that when I get back to Maryland. So.
Okay. Well, this is the first year that I actually did fall decorations. And so we put up pumpkins. I was excited because my neighbors do it all the time.
Well, I know you.
But I never do it. I just do Christmas. So we got busy with it. I was excited about that. And I got to give you some spray. There's a spray that you spray on the pumpkins so that the animals don't eat the pumpkins.
Oh,
so the squirrels don't eat it, the chipmunks, the rabbits, the deers.
Got it, yes.
I'll send you the
Thank you
for the spray. Now, Charlamagne, I knew you was in Alabama, right?
Yeah, I was in Birmingham over the weekend. Drop one of Clue's bombs for everybody I saw in Birmingham. I was, Kamala Harris's book is out, 107 Days, been #1 on the New York Times bestsellers list for weeks now. And so I did a couple of book conversations with her on Friday night.
That's right. We're going to get that back on this morning.
Yeah, we spoke at 5 o'clock, then we had a second show at 8 o'clock, which is interesting because I don't think I ever did that before.
Okay.
Like talk to the same person?
Yeah, twice
in the span of hours?
Yeah.
And it was two totally different conversations.
Okay. Well, we're going to get that, if you missed it or you weren't there, of course, we're going to get that back on later on today.
Salute to everybody I saw at Johanna's restaurant in Birmingham, Alabama. My homegirl, Shun, owns that spot in Birmingham. And, they got the classic this weekend.
Yes.
And everybody going to be trying to get into Johanna's because it's that type of spot. It's a Japanese spot. They serve sushi and all types of other stuff. So if you need a table, call me. I'm not going to pick up, but, it just feels good to say, call me, I know the owner.
Jesus.
But I'm not going to pick up.
Who won that Danny Garcia fight?
Danny Garcia.
He
knocked him out.
Because I didn't hear anything about it. I just wanted to make sure he did win.
Danny Garcia
that was
knocked him
his last
out.
fight, and he is now retired then.
Allegedly.
According to what he said
I don't
when
think
he was
retired.
here. Okay, that's dope. I'm glad he won.
All right, now today on the show, Gucci Mane will be joining us.
Ooh. The Wobsters, not just Gucci now.
Now, also his wife, Keyshia, they'll be joining us. He has a new book called Episodes and a new album, so we're going to be talking to Gucci Mane.
Episodes is such an important book because, Gucci Mane has been clinically diagnosed with bipolar and schizophrenia, and he's the first artist that I can remember who is open about that, talking about taking his meds and, what triggers his episodes, and, how his wife helped him get through it. Very important book Episodes is, man, so I can't wait to talk to him about it.
That's right. So Gucci will be joining us this morning. Should be a lot of fun. And when we come back, we got front page news. A lot of protests over the weekend. Mimi will be filling us in with everything that went down over the weekend, so don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news.
You never wondered that when Glorilla said, how's that your man when he right here with me?
Crazy.
Why you telling,
Snitch.
Glo?
That's wild.
Damn.
She trying to humble the bitch. Gotta let her know.
I don't even know why we're doing football scores, but I'll do them. The Eagles beat the Vikings 28-22. Patriots beat the Titans. The Browns beat the Dolphins. The Chiefs beat the Raiders. The Giants lost to the Broncos. That is so disrespectful, so nasty, so disgusting. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Y'all up 19-0 in the fourth quarter. Come back, you missed 2 points. Like, oh my gosh.
It happens.
No, not like that.
It does.
Cowboys beat. When's the last time that happened? They said it hasn't happened in 1,600 games. A team has been up 19 points in the fourth quarter or more. But, of course, the Giants broke that record. All right, the Cowboys beat the Commanders 44-22. 49ers beat the Falcons 20-10. The Packers beat the Cardinals. The Colts beat the Chargers. The Bears beat the Saints. And the Jets lost again. The Jets are 0-7. Now, tonight in Monday Night Football, Tampa Bay takes on the Detroit Lions, and the Texans take on the Seahawks. What's up, Mimi?
Good morning, MV, Jess, Charlamagne. How y'all doing this morning?
Hey, girl.
Peace, Mimi.
Good morning. All right, well, we start this morning with massive protests around the country as millions took to the streets for the No Kings movement, a direct response to President Trump and his administration. Nearly 7 million people across all 50 states and all around the world joined Saturday's demonstrations denouncing what they call an abuse of power by the president. Now, organizers say it was the largest single-day protest against a sitting president in modern-day history, surpassing the first wave of No King demonstrations held back in June. From Boston to Los Angeles, huge crowds filled the streets, waving flags, carrying signs. Protesters said that they were marching to defend democracy, oppose immigration raids, and push back on troop deployments and healthcare cuts. And in Washington, Senator Bernie Sanders, he took to the stage, calling out what he says are growing threats to democracy. Let's listen.
This is about a handful of the wealthiest people on earth who, in their insatiable greed, have hijacked our economy and our political system in order to enrich themselves at the expense of working families throughout this country. I am talking about Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, and the other multi-billionaires.
Well, meanwhile, Republicans are dismissing the protests as hate America rallies, accusing Democrats of fueling unrest during the ongoing government shutdown. And reporters, they pressed President Trump for his reaction to the massive demonstrations this weekend, and this was his response.
What's your response to the protests over the weekend, the No Kings protests?
I think it's a joke. I looked at the people. They're not representative of this country. And I looked at all the brand new signs paid for, I guess it was paid for by Soros and other radical left lunatics. It looks like it was. We're checking it out. The demonstrations were very small, very ineffective, and the people were whacked out. When you look at those people, those are not representative of the people of our country.
Besides San Francisco...
By the way, I'm not a king. I'm not a king. I work my ass off to make our country great. That's all it is. I'm not a king at all.
Yeah, I don't think he's a king. He's just not a good president. I mean, when you have a bunch of people who are unemployed, when you have a bunch of people who aren't getting paid, what do you expect them to do? Mm-hmm. Like they feel like they're not being heard, so of course they're going to take to the streets.
Absolutely. And just to say, Trump, he mocked those demonstrations Saturday while they were going on. He posted on Truth Social, including AI-generated video showing him wearing a crown, flying a jet, and bombing protesters with some sort of brown liquid. But despite the criticism, organizers are saying that it was a success, saying millions came together to peacefully send a clear message about democracy. And later today in Washington, the shutdown, the senators will reconvene at 3 p.m. to take another vote at 5:30 on reopening the government and see if we're going to continue the shutdown. So we will continue to watch that.
Nobody's going to be happy because Donald Trump made a lot of promises about the economy that have not been kept, and he promised immediate relief on day one. He said inflation would be down, grocery prices would be down, gas prices would be down. That's what he promised the American people on day one. All you've seen is a bunch of firings and layoffs and furloughs and people not working. What does he expect people to do except for take it to the street and make some noise? Especially the holidays coming up too. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. This is the ultimate reminder that you ain't got no goddamn money in your pocket.
Absolutely. And people are really feeling it. Not only is he doing all those things, Charlamagne, he is pardoning and commuting sentences. So former Congressman George Santos, he is a free man this morning after President Trump commuted his sentence. You guys remember him? He was the congressman who was indicted, or he went to jail for 7 years for wire fraud and identity theft after admitting he stole campaign funds and lied to donors for personal gain. And so now, hours after his release, Trump posted on Truth Social saying Santos had been horribly treated in prison and he was ordering his immediate release. And now, not only did Trump commute his sentence, he also just wiped his slate completely clean, including removing his probation, his fines, his supervised release, and his restitution. I think the restitution part is important because he had been told that he had to pay back $370,000 to his victims. Now, if you remember, he had been convicted of stealing money from a fundraiser for a sick service dog from a Navy veteran. His supporters, including Marjorie Taylor Greene, they argue that his punishment was too harsh and that his time in solitary confinement was unfair. But records show that Santos had actually requested to be in solitary confinement for his sanity and his safety. Now, the backlash over his release is being felt on both sides of the aisle, with some Republicans saying the move rewards bad behavior and undermines public trust in leadership. So,
yeah, did Trump ever say why he decided to pardon George Santos?
Well, he just said that a lot of people asked him to. The only person that has come out and said that they asked him to was Marjorie Taylor Greene. So, you know.
Wow. You got to laugh at the judicial system at this point, right? Yeah. Anybody if you're cool with Trump, you really don't serve much time. You ain't got to pay restitution. You ain't on probation. I heard him this morning, Santos say that. He was like, they were like, well, are you going to pay your victims back? He goes, whatever the court makes me do, it is what I'm going to do. So anything over that, nope.
You don't even care. Like, nope.
And he has to do none of that thanks to Trump and B. So we will continue to see what happens with that. But he is out of jail this morning and a free man. All right, well, coming up at 7, the growing problem that has everyone screening their calls. We'll tell you what it is and how to fight back.
All right. Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Again, 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Ray!
Yo, Charlamagne, Envy, what up? Are we live?
This is your time to get it off your chest.
I got an indoor pool, an outdoor pool.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
We can get on the phone right now. He'll tell you what it is.
We live? Hello, who's this?
Hey, what's up? This is Paul. How you guys doing?
What's up, Paul? Where you
What's
calling
up,
from?
Paul?
I'm calling from the lovely Denver, Colorado. I wanted to check in and see how everybody in New York is doing, see if any of y'all are still delusional.
Let's go, Paul. Talk your talk, Paul. You deserve to be able to talk all your talk this morning, Paul. Rub it in these New York Giants fans' faces, Paul.
We not well done. Now, Paul, did you watch the full game?
I wanted to see.
Go ahead.
No, I'll tell you what. I thought about shutting that game off because it was looking ugly. I'm not going to lie. But to see the Broncos come from behind both times, pause, and kill it, that was crazy.
Never give up on your team. Never give up on your team, Paul. Always ride with your team to the end.
Paul, it was disrespectful. The kicker's going to miss 2 point afters. 2?
That was crazy.
Oh, my God.
Interception in the and then at the end, we almost shot ourselves in the foot, too. Having our coach go on the field, and then you guys end up getting first and goal like that.
Oh, my God.
I thought it was over right there, man.
I thought the football guys would, take this win, and I was going to take it. Pause, but nah. Damn.
Oh, you definitely took it. I hope you're all right, man.
And the Giants are at the bottom of the division, right where they need to be.
Thank you, Paul.
Meanwhile, the Dallas Cowboys got the number 1 offense in the league. I just want everybody to know that.
Oh, my goodness. Hello, who's this?
Our defense is terrible, though.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey.
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's up? Get off your chest, bro.
What's going on, y'all? Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Man, did y'all see the way Sexy Red threw it back on Chris Brown over the weekend?
I did. She was throwing it back. I was like, okay, Chris.
Man, I'm no Justin. All right, man. She got a man.
No, I'm good. See,
throwing it back on it?
No. She getting to do now what I had did back then. I ran so she could walk.
Man,
she could run.
I like that.
It's all right.
How does your current Chris feel about this?
Huh?
How does your current Chris feel about
That's
all
my
this?
past. I already been there, done that, so I didn't get mad.
Oh, okay, because you sounded very excited just now, like you was blushing.
No, because I was happy for
you even smiling now.
Sexy
Why?
Red. Because I'm happy for Sexy Red. I don't need to be doing that on Chris no more.
See what you started, sir?
Hey, she lights up over Chris Brown.
Lights up. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Crazy, yo.
Hey, I got one more thing.
What's up, brother?
Jess, you be tripping me out because sometimes I be listening to you and you be saying Ray, like I'm like instead of saying Fender, you say I'm Ray. I'm like I'm ready to go do something. I'm ready to go out. I'm ready to go to the store. see, I'm from Louisville, and I thought that was just a Louisville thing. Cause that's what we say.
Nah, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to leave out.
It be tripping me out, but that's all I want to say. Y'all have a good one.
You too, babe. Thank you.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Everything with me is blessed.
Call up now. 800-585-1051.
Not just me. I'm what the coach are feeling.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning. This is
DJ Envy. What's going on, brother?
Mr. Show Money, what up? Get it off your chest, brother.
Hey, man, listen. Charlamagne the guy, what's going on?
Peace, King. What's the word?
That's my guy right there forever. Denise, what's going on? Sis, what's going on, Jess?
How you doing?
Oh, man, I'm black, blessed. I'm like my man, highly favored.
Period.
Feeling great. What we gonna do about Stephen A. Coonhead Smith? He need to get out of here. We need to keep his name in the press every single day. He's a coon. He's a sellout. He's a sucker. And I'm charging y'all, my Breakfast Club family, with keeping this guy's name in the carpet. In front of the people. He needs to be donkey of the day from now for the rest of the year. He's disgusting as a human being. He is not a black man. He is a house.
Well, he's definitely a black man, and he does not need.
He's a house. Come on, Charlamagne.
But listen, he don't need our help keeping his name in the news. Stephen A. Smith make headlines every day.
We need to call him out for what he is. We expose him, bro, for what he is. Every time, even it started before Trump. Every time he has a black athlete or black commentator on his show, he's on their ass, talking about how they dressing, trying to laugh it off. All them crackers he be up there with, he kikiing, laughing, joking. He is a coon and a sellout, and he needs to be exposed. My blood boils. I normally call y'all with joy. I love y'all so much, but this guy is an absolute coon.
Well, the segment is called "Get It Off Your Chest."
And he got it off his chest.
So you got it off your chest, Mr. Show Money.
He sure did.
Yo, what'd he do?
I think we're talking about
Steven. Damn.
Jasmine Crockett. I guess his words
really?
for Jasmine Crockett, maybe, or his words for
That's
LeBron.
Mr. Show Money's opinion.
Oh, okay.
Hello, who's this?
It's Diego, the truck driver.
Diego, the truck
Diego,
driver. What's up, brother?
Good morning.
Hey, what's up? Good morning, Jess. Good morning, Sean. Good morning, Envy.
Good morning, brother.
Peace. How you doing, King?
Get it off your chest.
I'm all right. I'm good. Listen, I want to get off my chest that I think it's crazy that we paying federal taxes and the federal government is shut down. That's insane to me.
I agree, bro.
Yeah.
Yep.
For sure.
I got a question for y'all. Mm-hmm. What would happen if we the people, like the working class, was to go exempt on our W-4s and just stop paying federal tax?
We'd all end up in jail.
We'll all go in jail.
All
we'll
of
all
us?
be to jail. All of us.
Is that much room?
Think so? Everybody?
Everybody.
Yep.
I think that would be a dope way to, like, a dope protest.
I think that should be black people reparations. I think they should, allow us not to have to pay federal tax.
Absolutely.
I agree.
But that's all I got to say.
I don't want to pay federal
and
taxes.
I love y'all.
Love you too, King.
I agree.
I don't want to pay federal taxes for 400 years.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Make black people federally tax exempt for 400 years, man.
I'm with you. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Now we got the latest with Loren coming up. What we talking about, Loren?
Yeah, we talking Brandy and Monica. There was an emergency at the Boy Is Mine tour. Didn't go on one night. Didn't finish one night. We're going to get into why. We're going to talk about what happened.
All right, we'll get to that next. So don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Good morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to the latest with Loren.
Loren becoming a straight fact.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on this.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
On The Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
LL Cool Bay.
Good morning. So, Brandy and Monica kicked off the Boy Is Mine tour. It has been 27 years, y'all. We've been waiting for this, and it finally happened. So, they're performing in Chicago over the weekend on one of the opening tour dates, and a emergency happened. So, Brandy is on stage. Her sound begins to mess up, and then she actually walks off stage trying to fix it. Let's take a listen to Brandy on stage.
Give me 1 second, y'all. I gotta
That sound was horrible.
That was crazy.
Was that us or her?
I think a little bit of both.
Stop.
Oh, look. So listen, that was her issue. So she was saying that there was something wrong with the sound. When she walks off stage during the song, she goes to the side to like the audio booth that's normally sitting on the side, and you see her talking with them. She's trying to figure something out. But then she didn't return to the stage at all for the rest of the show.
Yeah, and by the way, she did sound good on her way out. Right, like she still sounded good on the way out too. But
I thought so too. But I mean, according to her, how she felt, it wasn't what she needed it to be. So she's on the side of the stage. There's a bunch of fan videos of them recording her going back and forth with the audio engineer, just trying to figure things out. She doesn't return. So then Monica comes out and finishes the rest of the set. Let's take a listen to Monica because they don't get to hear this night in Chicago Saturday. The Boy Is Mine. Let's take a listen to Monica.
I definitely want to say it's an honor to share the stage with Brandy Norwood. Now I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. It took 27 years to figure out what we were supposed to be. And what I'm realizing is we allowed too many other people in the midst of what was just supposed to be us. So, in honor of just the way I feel, as I say thank you to each and every one of you, I want y'all to make some noise all around this room for Brandy, the vocal Bible.
Okay.
I might be going deaf because it's hard for me to hear what they were saying.
Yeah. So was it the sound or was it dehydration? Because Lauren, I saw the next day that it was like some dehydration stuff, but nobody sounded dehydrated.
So the next day, because fans were trying to figure out what was going on, there were a lot of people upset, but there were a lot of people concerned because Brandy just walked off the stage and didn't finish and didn't come back out. So Brandy posted a letter to the fans and she said, I sincerely apologize for the abrupt end to last night's performance in Chicago. After a few weeks of nonstop rehearsals, last night I experienced dehydration and feeling of wanting to faint. Everyone involved agreed that prioritizing my well-being was the utmost importance. I still made the decision to try and return and give it my all despite not feeling okay. With having to make some adjustments in the show being very technical, unfortunately, it was impossible to fully connect sonically with the production. I really appreciate everyone's best effort. I'm deeply grateful to my sister Monica for stepping up with such grace and professionalism and the entire crew for their continued support. I went from the arena to see a doctor nearby and have taken the proper precautions to help me moving forward. Your understanding, patience, and unwavering belief mean the world to me. I look forward to returning to the stage stronger and more grateful than ever alongside my girl Monica tonight in Indianapolis. So, and that's what happened. They got back on the stage last night, Sunday night in Indianapolis, and were able to get through the show. The crowd was able to hear The Boy Is Mine. But it sounds like a little bit of both, just to answer your question. Like there were some technical things going on, but she physically wasn't feeling okay.
Oh, okay. And then you still couldn't tell either because she was still bobbing and all that, bobbing and weaving and doing her thing. And she sounded good. She always sounds great. But if it was dehydration, did you see what they be having on? They do be performing like they outside, like in them big ass coats, and they be having
coats, boots, hats,
everything. I'm like, yes, they got to take some of them layers off.
Well, they be having air conditioners and fans inside a lot of those outfits.
I know, but it seems
no, I know.
like
I made that up, and you talk about you.
I didn't. I was about to say,
you know what I'm saying? That's why I love you. See what I'm saying? Black people will be quick to believe. And she was ready to lie with me. Talk about, I know.
Not to say Santa Fe is
a lot, though.
Now, in some of those costumes, they do have fans when they had to wear the headpiece, but not those type of costumes. But my whole thing is, so you were fine. You were dehydrated on Saturday, but then you performed on Sunday, no problem.
That's. I just.
Do I get my money back? Because I wanted to see The Boy Is Mine.
But it wasn't the whole show. She came.
I bet you did.
Oh, shut up.
Your hoodie say Ben a Queen.
No, it doesn't.
Oh my
it says
God.
Ben from Queens, man.
No, it just say Ben Queens.
Ben Queens.
Ben Queens motion.
Yeah, Ben Queens motion.
Envy, it's all right. The boy is still yours.
The boy will always be yours.
Oh my God, I hate y'all.
Yes.
Okay.
And there are other dates. This is the beginning of the tour. So I know it's unfortunate for the fans of Chicago, though, but there are other dates.
But I do like the outfits, though. They just look like they about to come in for Christmas, though. Like they have a lot. They're extra layered. Like
hey, drop on a cruise bomb for Kelly Rowland. Kelly was dressed appropriately.
Gosh,
Kelly
looked
like it was summertime.
Absolutely. Yep, she did. She looked like she prepared. She was prepared for it to be hot.
That is the Godiva chocolate goddess. I do want to see that show.
Kelly in the black hat with the shorts.
Yes.
I ain't see no hat, but I
No, it wasn't a hat.
She had no hat on. She had boots on.
No. She did have a hat on, but she took it off because she had the short bob under the hat. Yes, you're right. She ate that down. Yes, ma'am.
Are they coming to New York?
They got to.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I want to see Kelly.
They are coming.
Okay.
Shout out to them on tour though, because it's rough to be doing all these dates back to back to back. Because they're opening weekend.
Absolutely.
It was shows every single day. They're opening weekend. So.
Yeah, salute to Monica, salute to Brandon. I hope they got it together, so I'm happy for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And happy birthday to Snoop Dogg. It's his birthday, and NBA Youngboy.
Okay.
We got some more birthdays
And
next
Kamala
hour.
Harris, right?
And Kamala Harris.
Yeah. We got some more birthdays next hour, too.
All right. Now, when we come back, we got front page news, and then Gucci Mane will be joining us. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Start off with some quick sports. Congratulations to the Dodgers. They advanced to the 2025 World Series after sweeping the Brewers. Now, tonight, Mariners take on the Blue Jays, and the winner of that game will be playing the Dodgers. Now, in some football, the Eagles beat the Vikings, the Patriots beat the Titans, Browns beat the Dolphins, the Chiefs beat the Raiders, the Giants lost to the Broncos. Horrible, disrespectful. We should be ashamed of ourselves with that game. We're up 19-0 in the fourth quarter, come back and lose. We missed 2 points. Oh, my gosh.
Why should they be ashamed about this game? They 2-5 on the season. What about the other 4 games they lost this year? They're at the bottom of the division. They suck.
We do. But not as bad as the Jets. The Jets lost 13-6. They're 0-7.
The Jets suck too. The Jets, yeah, if this was a suck contest, the Jets definitely suck better than the Giants.
They do.
Damn.
Way better. Way better. The Bears beat the Saints. The Colts beat the Chargers. Your Cowboys beat the Commanders. The Packers beat the Cardinals. The 49ers beat the Falcons. And now tonight, in Monday Night Football, the Texans take on the Seahawks and the Buccaneers take on the Lions. What's up, Mimi?
Good morning, Envy, Jess, Charlamagne. How y'all doing?
Blessed, black, and highly favored. How are you, Mimi?
Good, thank you. So this morning we start this hour with a case out of Philadelphia that has been making national headlines. That's where police believe they may have found the body of a young woman who's been missing for more than 2 weeks. A 23-year-old Kata Scott was last seen the night of October 4th, leaving her family's Germantown home to head to her overnight shift at a nursing home. She never made it home, and her car was later found parked outside her job, but there was no trace of her. Now, police say Scott had told family she was being harassed through her phone, and within days, investigators identified 23-year-old Keon King of Delaware as a suspect. Now, King surrendered to police last week and was charged with kidnapping, but Scott is still missing. And then on Saturday, police announced a heartbreaking discovery. Human remains were found in a shallow grave behind an abandoned middle school not far from where Scott disappeared. Now, the Deputy Commissioner, John Stanford, says officers were led to the site after receiving a very specific anonymous tip on Friday night. Now, the remains appear to be about a week old and have been sent to the medical examiner for identification. Now, the community, they have been deeply passionate about this case, searching daily, organizing on social media, and at times yelling at police to do more. When the remains were found, many gathered at the scene, frustrated and emotional, saying officers should have done more, faster, and sooner to help locate her. Now, investigators say they are aware of the growing frustration and address the community's concerns. Let's listen to that.
Listen, I am not offended by the passion that some of the remarks that have been made as we were walking back. I'm not offended at all, because that's people's emotion, and this is an emotional situation, and so it's to be understood. However, I know what we have done, and the amount of hours that have been put into this process of trying to locate Miss Scott.
Yeah. Well, police say the suspect in the case, 23-year-old Keon King, could be tied to other killings. And again, police have not officially confirmed the identity of the remains, only that they were found in the same area where Miss Scott disappeared. And they have been focused on that area for about 2 weeks. So we will continue to watch that case. I
hate and despise humans like Keon King. Like, I really feel like you got to make examples out of people who do things like this, man. I mean, I don't know what happened to this young lady, the details of it, but clearly she got, killed, and then you just disregard her body like it's nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't even understand how people like that operate. Like,
me neither.
How do you do that and then just go get a sandwich after? You know what I'm saying? Like, how?
Exactly. So we will continue to watch that. He's already been found guilty of kidnapping her. And so once the medical examiner does their job and they come back with the results, we will definitely bring those to you guys.
People like that don't ever deserve peace, man. I hope that that young lady haunts him for the rest of his life.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so young too. All right, well, from tragedy in Philadelphia to high drama overseas, a story straight out of a movie unfolding at the Louvre in Paris. Now, French officials, they say a team of 4 thieves, they pulled off a daring daytime heist at the Louvre Museum in Paris on Sunday, stealing royal jewels once worn by the Queen of France and other royal officials. Now, investigators say the group arrived with power tools, a crane lift, and a getaway plan straight out of a heist film. So they smashed display cases from one of the museum's crown jewel galleries. They threatened guards. They sped off on scooters, dropping some of the stolen jewels along the way, including a crown that police later recovered nearby. Now, the 7-minute break-in, it happened just as the museum opened at 7:30 in the morning. And officials say the thieves, they used a truck-mounted crane to break in through the first floor window, and they believe the group had scoped out the site long before the robbery. Before fleeing, they reportedly tried to set the crane on fire to destroy evidence. Now, the stolen collection, what they got away with, includes necklaces, earrings, tiaras, once worn by members of the French royal courts, treasures that officials describe as priceless. No one was hurt, but the museum was evacuated and closed for the rest of the day. And to put this in context, the Louvre is home to the Mona Lisa and some of the world's most valuable art.
I don't understand. I mean, they've tried before. The security should be top notch. Like, there's no way that anybody should be stealing those jewels and some of those pieces, them artifacts that they have in there. That doesn't even seem right.
That's crazy.
Oh, congratulations to those guys, man.
Like,
I mean,
that's impressive.
Yeah,
for real.
Hell yeah. That's a whole little mini series right there.
It's definitely a mini series.
That's a whole movie. If I would have continued stealing, I'd have probably been on that level by now. That's crazy.
They smart. Like, for them to get that off in broad daylight.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
come on now. Sometimes you got to let people get away with things just based off the degree of difficulty. You know what I mean?
But what do you do with it? Because you can't sell it.
Who can?
Sell it to him.
Who can't
Sell
sell
it
it
to
Black
him?
market, different parts of
Black
Europe, go
market.
sell it.
Man, listen, they'll find that fast.
They ain't get rich off of that stuff. Trust me. They smart enough to steal it. They got a
They
plan.
probably got a buyer
plan.
ready. They probably got a buyer ready.
They thought this all the way through. I mean, listen, I don't believe in stealing. But when they do steal and it's impressive at this level, you got to give it up for it. Sometimes you just got to give a little round of applause. Like, wow, that was impressive,
I wish I
guy.
thought of that. You know, like, damn.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, that
Mimi's like, what?
Hey, yo,
Mimi's like, I'm not
show
clapping for them.
Show me with the shenanigans.
I mean, it is impressive, but it's still wrong. So we're gonna see what happens.
It's definitely wrong. It's definitely wrong.
So we'll see what happens with that. They said that there are cameras all over, and so they expect an arrest soon. So we shall see, and we'll continue to bring that to you. So that is your front page news. I'm Mimi Brown. Follow me at Mimi Brown TV. And for more stories, follow the Black Information Network. Download the free iHeartRadio app or visit BINnews.com.
Thank you, Mimi.
Thank you, Mimi.
All right, now when we come back, Gucci Mane will be joining him. When we come back, Gucci Mane will be joining us, him and his wife, Keyshia K, y'all, so don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is here as well. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
We got Gucci Mane and his wife, Keyshia K, y'all.
Hi, guys.
Welcome. How y'all feeling? Y'all look amazing.
Thank you.
New book out, episodes.
Yes.
Man, I thoroughly enjoyed your book, Gucci, man, because, we give people props when we were younger for being real. And a lot of things that we say is real is like when somebody gangster, when somebody, we call them tough. But to me, the most realest thing you can do as you get older is just be vulnerable. Yeah. You know what I mean? And go on a journey of healing and share that journey with people. And you definitely did that in this book.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I always see you talking about mental health. I be listening to y'all. You always championing mental health, you know what I'm saying? So that's I said, make sure y'all get that book to Charlamagne before I come up there.
Absolutely.
Because I knew you was going to read it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so what got you to the point where you said this is the time to share the story? Because most people will say, like, I don't want to share that story. It might be embarrassing. It might make me look this way, but you were open and completely open about it. What got you to that point was like, this is the time?
I think when I had an episode in like 2019 or 2020.
COVID.
Around COVID. And that was just like after that, I was like, man, I got to really just hold myself accountable and take care of my health. I don't never want to have an episode again. I'm like, I'm gonna see a therapist. If I had to take medicine, I kind of like threw the towel in, like, what I need to do to get better. I just didn't never want to have that happen again. And then my wife was pregnant with my little boy, and I'm like, I don't want to raise a family and then my mental health gone. What if I have an episode I can't come back from? You know what I'm saying? So I just like starting to do the work and like start seeking the help.
And Keyshia, I'm glad you're here because we always have conversations about the people who have to deal with the individuals with the mental health issues. It feels like nobody ever speaks to y'all.
It's tough.
What made you not run? Because you could have ran. You could have been like, I'm out. Nah, this ain't for me. But you stood 10 toes down and said, I'm going.
I experienced him going through episodes before we were married, and I was like, man, somebody got to help this guy. It was really, really bad. It's really sad because you're seeing someone you don't know. They're saying things to you that are disrespectful, so mean, and you have to just like, but I'm not talking to Gucci. Who is this person? Right. So I felt like if I left, he wouldn't have been the same. He needed someone to help him. And then when we were supposed to get married, someone said to me, you know, you're going to have to deal with this through your marriage, right? And I'm like, I'm cool with it. I'm going to fix him. You know.
How heavy was that for you, though? Because the fixing isn't like an overnight thing.
No.
I saw Gucci, you did Big Facts, and you were talking about how one time you said to him, I should record this so that you can see, because he wouldn't even remember some of the things he was doing, but it would like, you'd be like, oh my God, like what's happening right now? Yeah. How heavy was it in the process of trying to help him get better?
There was one point I had to just go on my knees and pray because it's like, he's like, I don't like you. I mean, the things he would say are really, really bad. And I just have to like take a deep breath. Like I said, I'm not talking to you right now. You want to sit here and be crazy alone? I'm not going to allow you to be crazy alone. Yeah. So like I have to like set a plan up. Like at one point I called his attorney. I called some bodyguards and I just planned a whole kidnap, and we kidnapped him and took him to the hospital because we could not get him to the hospital. And he was trying to fight them and everything, but it was 6 of them. He couldn't handle it. And we threw him in the car. He would try to jump out the car. So we put him in the center of the car, you know? And that was like his last episode.
That's a 5150, right? That's what they call it?
When you go to the, like,
Yeah, but they try to do things where he could sign himself out. And I'm like, he's not signing. Like, I'm stern with them. He's not signing himself out. I'm his wife, and I'm his power of attorney. He ain't going nowhere. Like, I have to be strict. It's kind of like you have to go in mother mode, you know, and put your foot down.
Were you ever scared?
I wasn't never scared he would hurt me. People were scared for me, but it's a scary moment.
Because I asked her that, was she scared? And she was like, I'm not scared of you.
I tell him all the time I'm not scared of you, so we gonna figure this out. Like, I have to get gangster with him because and I'm like, all right, we gonna see. Yeah. Let's do this, you know?
In the Ice Cream Fever Dreams chapter, Gucci, you said that you said when you need help, the only person you can rely on is yourself.
Yes.
Why did you feel that way in that moment?
Because that's how I felt, especially with, like, you really the only person you can do. Like, you got to do the work yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you want to, like, really get better, people can want it for you, but you still got to want it more than they do. You know what I'm saying? You got to want it. You got to do the work. You got to live with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably why I said that.
The reason I asked is because you start the book off talking about Big Scar. And, you know, you and Keyshia definitely helped Big Scar in that moment when he was having an episode.
Yes.
So, I mean, you did help somebody.
Nah, I was trying my best to save Scar. I was trying my best to save Scar. And, like, even he was a big inspiration for the book as well. But what was like, when I reached out to the co-writer Kathy on writing the book, I was telling her about, you know, like how I helped Scar, and you know, my wife was talking to me, but she was on, like, I wouldn't even let Scar know that she was telling me the stuff to tell him. It, like, while we writing the book, like discussing the book and just going over how we gonna make it, Scar died. So I hear her like, you know, Scar done passed away. It went for him being the inspiration. Before I can even finish the book, he passed away. So that was just super deep, and it made me like, I gotta do this. I gotta even be more vulnerable because I'm gonna help people that I don't even know. Because I was trying to help somebody who was so close to me. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't succeed.
You know, when you break down in the book that September 13th episode, right?
Yeah.
And you said you don't even remember a lot of the things that you said. Did you have to go back and say, you know what? Let me fix some of those situations.
Yes.
And who did you call first to say, let me fix that? Because we were on air that morning.
Yeah.
And we just remember, it's like, damn, Gucci just going crazy on everybody. And the sad,
tweeting?
Yeah. And the sad thing about it is, for media, press, is like, that's gold at first. Like, oh, this, that, and the other. Then when you sit back and look at it, be like, damn, like, maybe we shouldn't have went that hard and promoted, because we can see now he was going through an episode. So the first question is,
that in the book about the media's role in that.
Yeah. But just to answer Envy, I was super embarrassed and hurt by the things I said, because, like, I wasn't well then, right? So then I got locked up. So a lot of those people who I was saying stuff to, they were like, they ain't never gonna mess with me no more. So even when I got out 3 years later, I still was like, I apologize to Ross, Drake, Nicki, like all them people accepting my apology, they just don't know. It's like a weight off my shoulders because I had been like, because I was wrong. Like Ross hadn't did nothing but help me. You know what I'm saying? And I said something about him. Birdman did all this stuff for me. Why would I say something about him? So I felt bad. You know what I'm saying? I felt terribly bad, and it was just eating me. It was like it was super heavy on me. You know what I'm saying? So I apologize to everybody. Everybody that would accept my apology. I apologize to everybody who would accept my call. I apologize to. You just think anybody who I was dissing, I apologize to.
When you see artists doing that now, do you know exactly what they're going through?
Yes,
I do.
We be like such going through an episode. I can see it because I'd have been through it, and I'm be like I be feeling sorry for them. You know what I'm saying? But because I see the media, they just go with it like this person like mad or they being like mean or whatever. But they be like going through something really mental. It be some mental health stuff going on.
Do you reach out to any of those artists?
I'm trying to think. Did I reach out? No, I don't do a lot of reaching out because some of them like I feel like they wouldn't be accepting of it. You know what I'm saying? But
because you wouldn't be accepted at that time.
Yeah, at that point you can't really talk to them like that. But like my wife say, I wish I could talk to the people that know them to tell them how to help them. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I tried to reach out to Kim when Kanye was going through an episode. It bothered me so much, but I don't know her, and I didn't want to feel like a groupie.
Yeah.
So I tried to send messages to people. I never succeeded, but this was during their marriage. I'm like, damn, I want to talk to her so bad. Like, I can help you, but I never was successful.
We talked about that on air the other day because she sat down with Call Her Daddy and talked about what it was like on the inside while also trying to protect their public image and the way she thought people would look at her if she decided to leave. For you, what was it like? I mean, because we're talking about Kim, what was it like just trying to protect the business that you guys have built while
I have a system.
Personally...
I take his apps off his phone. First thing I do, I delete Instagram. I delete everything. Even if I got to change his password, I'm changing it because I don't need the public to know he's having an episode. And now, before the episodes come, I catch it. So that's why he hasn't had another one. And how you catch that is he doesn't speak to you. He wants to be left alone. He don't eat. He does not sleep. Text messages, there's a period after each word. And I'm like, you're going through an episode. You're sick. No, I'm not. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Why do you think that? You're not speaking to me. Well, there's nothing to talk about. I said, well, that's not how you speak to your wife. And I'm like, you're sick. And we snap out of it right then.
Wow. Keyshia, do you wish you were around when I look at Gucci, and if you really think about all the artists that he has touched and could have signed, he could have been bigger than any label out there. If you go through them, we can go from Thug to Waka to the Migos to the list goes on and on and on. Do you think?
Yeah, Waka was signed.
Yeah. Do you think if I was there, I could have helped him build that empire? Because he could have been really like an Atlanta Def Jam.
1,000%. Even like we had this conversation many years ago. I said, Gucci, you just have to accept that you are not well and fix it. Just accept it. I said, people take Tylenol every day. Just take your medication every day. You'll be fine. Just accept that you're sick, fix it, and you'll be okay. And absolutely, he had so many artists from back in the day, and because of this, they re-signed with other people or whatever the situation is, and it pisses me off because none of them respects him. Or give him the credit like Gucci signed me. Gucci's the one that got me out of the slum. Gucci's the one that changed my life. None of them talks about that. Not one of them.
Does that bother you? Because it's a lot of artists that are multi-platinum that are still selling records that you were the first person to give an opportunity to. We can name the list, but the list goes on and on.
Yep.
I feel like I had to hold myself accountable. I got locked up. I messed up the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying like they don't have to pay me homage. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like that's part of how I was raised and just who I am. I get fulfillment out of helping artists. You know what I'm saying? I was reaching out to them, trying to help them because I saw talent in them.
And not just Southern artists.
No, not just Southern artists. DJs, producers, whatever. That's just like who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to open the door studio. I'm going to bring people in. I'm going to work with the up and coming. That's what I like to do. You get what I'm saying? If it didn't work out the way it did because I got locked up, I got to say, hey, I got myself locked up. I messed that up. But since then, I've been doing well. Since I got out, I've been on a, you know what I'm saying? Been a whole different, everything been going good.
I always wondered, did any of those artists reach out when you were locked up and said, let me help?
No.
Any of those artists? Damn.
Let me say this, though.
Keyshia said, nope.
Let me say this. It is still kind of like paying it forward because when I got out, all those artists did come back and do songs with me. You know what I'm saying?
But when you were down, did they help?
They did.
They don't acknowledge him. He doesn't care or feel that way, but from the outside looking in, they should acknowledge him,
I feel like Gucci gets looked at as a hip hop pillar, though. I feel like he's. I feel like they look. I feel like Gucci gets his just due as an iconic figure in hip hop and all the artists he put on.
No,
but it ain't.
What would you like to see, Keyshia? Like what?
I would like them, all of them, to acknowledge him, even if they win an award. Acknowledge him because he gave you the stomping ground.
Mm-hmm. Most people don't know Nicki Minaj came out of that camp. French Montana came out of that
all
camp.
of
Most
them.
people don't know half those people. We know. Yeah. But most people don't know that.
Migos, Thug.
Yeah. Like most people
because they don't say it.
Mm-hmm. You right?
I love the chapter Pills and Potion too. Because you said you feel guilty for making the song Pills because you made a whole generation start getting high on pills. How do you rectify that guilt?
I can live with it now because it's like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But back then, I know that I like made a lot of people use drugs. I talked about drugs all through my music because that's what I was on back then. And I'm just like, damn, I know I made a whole bunch of people think pills was cool. I know that for a fact. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't nothing I'm just super proud of, you know? But what can I do? It's in the past now. And at the same time, I was also a user too, so I was going through it with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The interesting thing about that chapter too, you said that your whole team didn't like that song.
They didn't.
What would they? Because I'm sure some of them was on pills too. So what was it? Just they just didn't like the record.
When I first when I had like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, a lot of my guys who were hustling, we used to think I was like my crew of hustling buddies. They used to think like pills and stuff like that was like junkie stuff. You know what I'm saying? They think like if you do coke, you like a junkie. If you take pills, you a junkie. They only was cool with smoking weed. Even drinking lean, they thought was some junkie stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So they said take away from the money. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So it's like if you taking pills, you're supposed to be selling the pills. Mm-hmm. So when I came out with pills, they went with that. They was like, bro, what you making a song about taking pills for? Mm-hmm. Then the song ended up blowing up. But they was like, they didn't like the song.
Yeah.
When you did verses, right? What was your mind frame during verses? And Keyshia, when you knew he was doing verses against somebody that was his arch enemy at the time, right? What was your mind frame? Because you knew at any moment it could have went bad.
Did you want him to do it?
I told him not to.
She said
I said, you're not doing that. I said, I will pay you $1 million not to do this.
She told me that. Swear to God. She's like, I pay you $1 million not to do the verses. I'm like, I'm going to do the verses.
So how did for people that don't know, how did that verses come about? And what was your mind to do the songs that you did in that moment? Because I mean, I think everybody felt it watching, and people that were like, oh, this is going to end up nasty.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to think. I seen an interview where Jesus was saying like, if I do a verses, I want to do it with Gucci, right? Mm-hmm. So after that, P had hit me like, bro, you heard Jesus say he want to do a verse with you, would you do it? And I was like, I don't know if I do no, I don't know if I want to do no verse. I ain't really there yet. Then he came back like, bro, I think this would be big if you do it. So next thing you know, Swiss and Larry Jackson end up hitting me, and we end up doing, so we're gonna do the verses, right? And my mind frame going into it was like I was excited about it, like because all the previous verses was so big. So I'm like, man, it's dope. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be big for me. Everybody gonna be like, my catalog gonna go up. People gonna so I was excited about it.
Mm-hmm. Now when
actually, Jeezy said he said here on Breakfast Club he wanted to do it with you, but you turned it down.
I mean, to be honest with you, like from what I hear, he did respectfully decline, which I respect. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. And you know, I guess he looked at it the way I looked at it, just like, yo, bro, like there ain't nobody else they want to see us with, and for once, at least mentally, it can be about the music. And you know, instead of it just being me and him and our personal feelings, is like now you got the world watching. So as a man, I wasn't gonna not do it because of what happened, because that's what the platform is for.
That's what that conversation was. That was back in 2020.
I don't think I turned it down. I think I turned down doing verses, period. Mm-hmm. But I was open to do the verses. When they finally like broke it down to me, like, okay, this the business about it. This how all this good can come out of it. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it.
Mm-hmm. Keyshia, you didn't want him to do it because you knew he could potentially have an episode? Or
no, I just don't trust it. I don't know. God forbid GC go say the wrong thing and things pop off. I ain't got time.
Yeah. Where were you when he was doing the verse?
I was pregnant at home. No, he didn't want me there.
So you were watching it?
Yeah, my hands was wet, sweating. I'm nervous. I'm like, Lord Jesus, help me.
So when he did that song, what were you thinking when he did that song? When he did that song, like, oh my goodness.
I'm just like this, like any normal person. Mm-hmm. I'm in the bed watching it like everybody else, scared.
And Jeezy, you said you were lucky that I'm sorry, Jeezy. Sorry, Gucci. Yeah. You said that you were happy that Jeezy took the moment to kind of shift the energy a bit.
I would say, in hindsight, I'm like, I respect the way he did what he said. You know what I'm saying? And you know what he said made sense. You know what I'm saying? But at that moment, in the moment, like in the heat of the moment, I wasn't thinking like I'm happy he said that. In the heat of the moment, I was just like, man, what is he talking about? You know what I'm saying? Let's get on to the what we doing. But when I look back on, I'm like, that was smart. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was smart, and it was deep. Yeah.
Did y'all speak before y'all did the verses personally?
Yeah, we did.
Or y'all did speak beforehand?
Yeah.
How was that conversation? Was that the first time y'all spoke throughout the years, or?
Man, it was funny because we seen each other on the airplane, right? He was sitting in my seat.
Oh God,
that's
the craziest junk ever. I ain't never told the story, right? He's sitting in my seat, right? So I'm like, damn, I don't even want to talk to him, but I got to tell this dude to get out my seat. So it's like, I'm like, hey man, you in my seat, you got to get out my seat. But he see who it is. He like, well, I'm sitting in the same seat. Can you sit in mine? I'm like, nah, I can't sit in your seat. You just got to get up. That was the conversation we had prior.
Damn. If it would have been anybody else, you probably would have been like, go ahead, sit in the seat.
You got to get up. You got to get up.
And he don't want to get up.
I can't, cause my pride won't let me say that you in my seat and I just, okay, I'm gonna sit over here.
Yeah.
Nah, dog, get up.
When was that?
But his pride won't allow him to be like, man, Gucci Man told me to get up and I moved.
Oh, he got up and moved. He got up and moved.
Yeah, that's funny because I remember 50 and Josh said the first time they seen each other was on a flight. They were both sitting. It's like you can't wild out in there because you're going to jail. So you got to be easy.
But no, in your first book you said y'all had dinner somewhere before.
No, we met up at a restaurant. Yeah. So we had met before. But I'm saying this since I got out. That was like we met at that restaurant way back. That was like 2010 or something like that.
What is it like now? Like, have you guys spoken since verses, and you know both of y'all are so evolved at this point?
I did an interview on Big Facts, and I'm like, it ain't really been no disrespect since then. Everything cool, but you know,
they okay.
We okay.
I saw you say that going to East Atlanta sometimes like triggers different episodes for you. And you can talk about that. Were you about to say something?
No, I'm saying it does trigger me going to East Atlanta.
In writing this book, what other things from your upbringing did you realize, like, oh, that was one of my triggers of these episodes and I didn't even know, like family stuff or just, you know, stuff from like young?
Yeah, like stuff with my mom triggers me. We had like a strained relationship. Stuff from my youth trigger me. You know, old friendships, you know, that went sour. There's a lot of stuff can be triggers. I can, you know, some songs even trigger me. You know, just from like you said, like strained relationships, like even hearing So Icy. I don't like hearing So Icy.
Wow.
You know, it's kind of like a trigger. Stay Scrapped would be a trigger. You know what I'm saying? Hearing that, like I got 10K on your bounty, like that's why I say I probably couldn't have took that. Yeah. You know, like that would have triggered me.
You don't do those songs anymore?
I don't do them songs.
What triggers you more, East Atlanta or what is it, Burma, Alabama?
Birmingham,
Alabama? Bessemer.
I would say East Atlanta, but I don't want to. Bessemer kind of depresses me because it's like when you go down there, it's so like it's like damn, you know what I'm saying? It's like damn, it's a tough place to grow up at. And when I go back there, it's like it down there make me cry just looking at the buildings and the how. Cause you from a small town, so you know how like I'm from it's so small and rural and like you know it's no money down there. You know what I'm saying? So it feel dark. Yeah, and East Atlanta just dangerous. It's still dangerous. It's always gonna be dangerous. It just when I go there, it just make me change. It made me like it almost turned me to a different person. Like the corners, the blocks, just reliving all the stuff I did on those blocks. You know, the people there. It's just. I try to stay away from triggers.
And you say even reading the book and seeing the effect that like systemic racism had on you, like watching the KKK, you know, march through your town. Is that still a trigger now?
It kind of is. It is. It is. I still like hold some of that stuff in me. You know what I'm saying, that I seen when I was young from Bessemer. That's why I kept my label 1017 because I'm like I don't never want to forget. Even though I was raised in Atlanta, people always associate me with Atlanta. I never want to forget. You know. The life I led there, and I never want to forget like my family there and what they going through.
You said during the Big Facts interview that the police, you feel like they still have it out for you in Atlanta.
I feel like they did.
They did
back when I first young. I feel like cause they used to do stuff like you know what I'm saying. Like I would be when I first got out of jail, I would go places and the police would just run my name. You know what I'm saying? And then I was on probation, so my probation I was like, hey, did you go to such and such because the police ran your name? There, like they were just trying to see if it's just too much.
So what do you tell artists like your thugs and your little babies that probably feel the same way as you? Do you say It might be time to get out of Atlanta.
I told the baby that. I've been told the baby, hey, man, he might be too big for the city. He might need to move. You know what I'm saying? I never got a chance to tell Thug that, but I definitely told baby that before.
Because he used to be there, the baby used to be there just walking around like regular, like in grocery stores and everything.
Because he's so comfortable there. I got to comfort there. Like, even time I went, if I'm in Atlanta and I have an episode, I go straight to my block. Because I know that block like the back of my hand. I always go there. It's just like them the familiar. It's like it's too familiar for me. You know what I'm saying? It's too familiar. Sometimes something too familiar for you, you got to get away from that because it's too much comfort there. It ain't no growth in comfort. I need to be where like I'm held accountable. Like, you can get held accountable. If I go to East Atlanta, lean coming, weed coming. All I got to do is just stand on the block.
I want to ask you, Keyshia, how do you define recovery? Because you're seeing him at his worst, and now you're seeing him at his best. So how would you define recovery for somebody that is dealing with somebody who's trying to recover from their mental health issues?
The first thing you need is medication. It cannot go unmedicated, and the quicker the better. Because once they're medicated, they usually get better in like 2 weeks. It's not overnight. It's literally like 14 days for them to be back to normal. So for him, like let's say he started his medication after an episode. He started his medication today, right? 3 days later, he'd be like, "Oh, my wife, you're so beautiful." I could tell by his words that he's getting better. And then tomorrow he might say, "Ugh," and I'm like, "Oh, he's not better yet." Like I could just tell by his tone.
So who do you talk to, Keish? Like who do you have a therapist?
No, I'm my own. I'm the therapist. He'll tell you I'm like a real therapist. I know how to speak to him. You have to speak calm. You cannot scream. Sometimes you have to agree with what he's saying. Like he'll say, "Give me 500 grand," and I'm like, "Okay." I don't do it, but I say okay. Whatever he asks for, I say yes, but I don't do it. But you can't go against them. So he'll text somebody and cuss him out, and I'll go back to his phone and I'll say, "Block him. He's having an episode." So I'm just a cleanup lady.
I gotta say this. You remember Julie Greenwald used to be the head of Atlanta? I had an episode and said so much bad stuff to Julie that I said that when I came from the episode, I said, "Listen, Julie, from now on, if I text you anything crazy, block me
and call my wife.
Don't call me for 2 days and call my wife because this episode coming because I ain't want to lose my position at the label going through an episode." And I'm like, if you see the text is getting crazy, just block me. Because I don't want to come tell you I start saying stuff so bad, it's like you can't come back from it.
Gucci, we seen it before, Gucci. You don't gotta explain it. We've seen it. But how do you protect your peace, though?
Yeah.
Like you.
Because there has to be times where you feel like the walls are just caving in because it's so much and it's so personal for you.
Honestly, during the moment, I'm kind of like stressed out. I'm a prayer warrior. I just pray. And once he starts getting better, honestly, I'm okay. And he doesn't stay sick long. Like I said, it takes 14 days to get him back. And after like day 3, he's already coming to his senses. But those deep episodes won't happen ever again. We're in 25, so the last one was 5 years ago. He had a mild one coming maybe 2 years ago, and I caught it. So now I catch them before they come. And like people be saying stuff about him like, "Oh, he's soft, he's this, he that." The madman is still there. So I try my best. I don't want them to provoke him because it will come back. And he's very dangerous. So y'all listen, please leave him alone because the Mad Max is still in the head.
Yeah, when I saw Young Thug say that, I was just like, man, Thug is just young.
Yeah, because they don't understand.
Gucci ain't soft. He grown. He's grown. He's evolved.
I thought it was hearing you talk about why you called Young Thug so quick when he dropped the "Miss My Dogs" because you understood with that apology, like you were there. I thought that was really great to hear. What was y'all conversation like?
I didn't call him. I just forgave. I'm saying I forgive him.
Oh, so y'all didn't actually
never talk.
Oh wow! So he found out you forgave him on that interview. Has he reached out to you since the interview?
To be honest, he was like he hit me like let's talk, but I ain't really want to talk. But I do forgive him. I just didn't want to talk.
Yeah, I understand. I'm the same way. I can forgive you, but at certain times I just don't need you here. And nothing wrong with that. Do you mind being the OG? And the reason I say that is you look at Atlanta, you see everything that Atlanta's going through. Gucci's that one person that can stop it all, I think, because every artist in Atlanta respects you. Do you mind that label as the OG that can do that, or you just say,
I
know
like
what?
being the OG. I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in the game 20 years now, so like I embrace that. I'm not the hot artist trying to drop the hottest single every year and do all that. I want to be the person that they can come to and talk to.
Would you want to do that with everything that's going on in Atlanta?
Yeah, I would. I feel like if they would come to me, but they don't want to come. I feel like people don't come to me for advice because it's like, even with my own artists, it's like a lot of them, don't come to me because it's like talking to your dad. I ain't got nothing but positive to say. I'm trying to lead by example, and I'm gonna tell you like you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't. So they don't even want to talk to me.
They'd love to talk to old Gucci, but new Gucci they don't want to talk.
They don't want to talk to new Gucci because new Gucci ain't really got nothing going on. He go to sleep at 8:30, like he ain't on nothing.
What emotional release did writing this book give you that music couldn't?
I'm more proud of this book than I'm probably like any album I ever put out because. Like you said, it's kind of like talking about stuff that I used to be kind of like had a stigma of, you know what I'm saying? You got mental health, you crazy. It's like I used to be embarrassed about some of these situations and I didn't used to want to talk about it. But now I'm confident in talking about it because I know that I can help somebody else. And it's like I don't feel no shame no more. Yeah.
And the conversations that you've been having recently, have you begin to help people in that space where you're like, yo, I did a book signing in Atlanta. And a lot of folks are coming up to me saying, hey, thank you for this book. I've been sober 8 years. Or thank you for this book. I got bipolar. Thank you for this book. My friend, said be going through episodes. Like, I was getting a lot of that. And it felt good to feel that love. You know what I'm saying? It really did.
Are you still surprised about the love? I heard you say something. You were in Miami doing a book signing. And you were surprised about how many people came up to me and asked for an autograph for your book. But then I'm thinking about it. I'm like, you just did South Carolina Homecoming that was sold out. You just did this show that was sold out. So
I tell them that all the time.
Yeah, like it's different. When they come up like with that book, I don't know why, but it's like the book signing, saying when they're saying I bought your book, I've been rocking with you since I was in junior high. You got me through college. Like it just the energy was like it made me feel good. I ain't felt that in a long time. Like touching the people, shaking their hand, taking a selfie with them. It's like when you do that to about 200-300 people and they telling you that, you can't do nothing but feel good.
But as I said, you're like a mythical figure to a whole generation. You got Sexy Red calling herself the female Gucci man. South Carolina State, them kids asked for you. Like I seen the list. They was asking, I don't even know who that is. It was about 5. I'm like, I don't even know who these people are. But it was like, oh, Gucci man, I know Gucci. Like they wanted you at South Carolina State. So how did that make you feel knowing a whole generation?
Nah, that feel good. That feel good. When I go through this, I've been doing a lot of college. I do Norfolk State on Tuesday. But like every time I go to the college and like the kids know all the words. You know what I'm saying? They 19 years old. It's like, bro, you still touching people 19 years old. They know these songs. They singing songs that came out in 2005, 2006. How old we out then? So that feel good.
How it make you feel, Keyshia, when you see Sexy Red call herself the female Gucci man?
I love it. I love when younger artists pay homage to him. Like, I'd be in the background, like, when people don't pay homage to him or treat him with respect, I'd be mad.
Yeah.
He don't get mad or whatever, but I watch everything online and I analyze it. And if anybody go against him, I'm going against them too.
I was going to ask, does the book, because you said, seeing people come up to you with the book is like a great feeling for you. Does the book make you feel like a superhero versus like music didn't? Because we talk about like our OG like rappers being like superheroes to us, which a lot of people, I feel like they look at you that way.
I'm super proud of being an author. You know what I'm saying? I read a lot of books. People just don't know that about me, but I read a ton of books. You know what I'm saying? I probably read 2-3 books a month. You know what I'm saying?
You big Malcolm Gladwell fan? You are?
Huge big Malcolm Gladwell fan. You know what I'm saying? He just did a book, Fringe of the Tipping Point, that I read, that I love, But I'm proud of being an author because I love books. And so it's like, it's a different thing than being a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I want to make some more books. I like being a prolific author. I'm trying to have more books than Charlamagne. I think we tired by now.
Yeah, we tired. I got 3. Yep.
I got 3.
I want to see Keyshia write a book. I really do. Because I'm telling you, man, the people who have to deal with those of us with mental health issues don't tell their stories enough.
Yeah, I think it's harder being me than him going through an episode because it's scary. Like we had a condo, we were on like the penthouse, and I'm like, is he gonna jump? Is the voice gonna tell him to jump? Like that's the scary part, not me being scared of him hurting me. So, like, during episodes, I make sure no one is around him with guns, knives, high buildings, but he wouldn't leave that. That's where I had to kidnap him from. He would not leave there. He wouldn't come to the house. And I'm like, I had to get, like, a babysitter for him because he hated me. Different episodes, he hate different people. That if you have an episode where he hates me, that's a problem. He hated me. He wouldn't come home. He got the damn balcony. And I'm like, is the voice going to tell him? I can't sleep at night.
Right.
I have to, what is he doing now? Did he eat today? Like, I have to play games with his friends from Atlanta who he want to be with. And then I'm like, don't give him any weed. Throw it in the garbage. They call me back. Oh, he needs weed. I gave him weed today. I said, no, you didn't. You know, like stuff like that. It's hard. It's so stressful. Like, you want to cry.
Yeah.
And I cannot read that book. It's too sad. It's too much for me.
Wow.
It's too. I don't read it. I read probably like 3 pages and I had to quit.
Is it
much?
What about you, Gooch? When you got to relive all of that, all of those traumas?
It almost made me cry too.
That damn book almost put him in an episode.
My autobiography almost made me cry, and this book almost made me cry.
Not almost made him cry. That book was putting him through an episode and I caught about day 1.
So revisiting the trauma.
It puts him back.
It do, bro. I can't lie. Especially the Beltsman, Alabama part. It's like, damn, that take me back down.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, then I started thinking about, you know, when I was young, my granddad and my mom, like, damn, we was poor. Then I'm like, I don't think about that no more. You know what I'm saying? That was like, I know we were poor, but it ain't like nothing I dwell on. When you go back to think about it, like, damn, man, we in the racist ass town, we poor as hell. You know, staying with my granddad, and me and my mom, and my brothers, like, we ain't have shit.
Yeah.
We ain't have.
So how do you protect yourself while revisiting that trauma?
And on a press run.
Yeah. And how do you protect them, Keyshia?
Well, the press run doesn't bother him. It's just like when he was writing the book, because he has to keep saying these things over and over and over. And actually, this was my idea. I was like, you need to do a movie called Episodes and let people know what's going on. I said, I can tell you everything you've done through your episodes, because he doesn't remember. And I was telling him how to make the movie. And that's how
we started with the book, because she told me to make a movie.
As soon as he had the episode, I was like, people need to see that.
We all married to beautiful black women, but I want Gucci. You tell me, how important is it to have a good woman, man?
It's the most important thing you can have. It's the best decision you can make. My best decision ever was to marry her and be with her. Right? I got somebody to, you know, hold me accountable, and I got somebody, you know, watch TV with. Sometimes that's all you want to do. Just sit back and chill, bro. I'm kind of like, I don't really need a lot.
We just like best friends, and we just home, just chilling, and everything we do, we have it in common. We like the same food, the same shows. We both boring.
Don't like to travel we
like
travel,
to just go to bed.
Stay at the house.
Just chill.
If you could redefine what it means to be real in hip hop culture, what new code would you give this new generation?
Oh man, I let them know like they talking about that hood, but the best hood is fatherhood.
That's right.
You know, that's what I'm most proud of. You know what I'm saying? I love being called dad. You know, I love being a present dad. That's like, I didn't even know that it was so much joy in raising kids that it is.
Best.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, raising a family has changed me. It has changed for the better.
I just want to say the biggest thing that made me so happy is when you see Gucci talk about his kids. I don't know if you see the smile on his face.
Oh my God, he's in love with them children. Oh my God.
He started smiling and started grinning. He
It's
like,
true.
I can't wait to get back and get to my son's this, my daughter. Like, that is the biggest thing. And
If
I
I
love seeing
call
that.
him right now, he'll leave.
I love it.
Do you feel like a generational curse breaker?
Yes. I know my little boy, he gonna inherit all this. He got so much, he's so turned up. He a trust fund baby.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
He said it with a smile.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. That's right.
Man, go get episodes right now,
That's
man.
right.
The Diary of a Recovering Madman. There's some books that are good. This is good, but it's also important, man.
It is important.
And my album out today too, Charlamagne.
Yes. That's right.
Episode, I didn't even get to the album yet.
Yeah, I didn't even get to the album. I read the book. What you want to hear off the album?
Voices.
It's Gucci, man. Keyshia KO. Thank you so much for joining us. You used to listen to the Breakfast Club in the morning when you worked out. I don't know if you still do, but you got to come back.
I listen to y'all every day before I go to the gym, and my favorite part is the positive note of the day.
There we go.
No, Charlamagne, he loves that.
I'm saying,
He listens to all your positive.
As soon as I'm going to the gym, we're around the gym, we listen to y'all, but it's like the positive note of the day. Hey, stop. Let me hear what he say.
I appreciate that.
That's what it
Thank
is.
you, brother.
All right, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Damn, he hard, man.
It's time for Donkey of the Day. I ain't trying to be Donkey of the Day no more.
They should be embarrassed by what they already did. I'm not making these people do these things.
Called Donkey of the Day, and it really caught me off guard.
Damn, Charlamagne, who got the donkey of the day today?
Well, Jess Hilarious, Donkey of the Day for Monday, October 20th goes to a 21-year-old Ohio man named Jonathan Morris. Jonathan is locked up right now because he decided to seek vengeance after being fired, okay? How many people out there have been fired and wanted to seek revenge for said firing? Well, Jonathan Morris lived out your wildest dreams, and now his dumb ass is in jail for it. Let's go to Fox 19 now for the report, please.
Breaking this morning at the alert desk, a man is dead after a shooting outside this Taco Bell in Queensgate. This is video from that scene at the restaurant on Guest Street. Cincinnati police say they first got that call around midnight saying someone shot an employee in the parking lot of that Taco Bell. When officers arrived, they declared the victim dead at the scene. We're told police did not make any arrests or find a weapon. Right now, they are currently investigating and finding surveillance video from the restaurant at this hour.
Jonathan, John, I shouldn't have to tell you that this wasn't the way to handle any of this. Okay, look, we've all been fired in life. I've been fired 7 times total, 4 times from radio stations. The others were a clothing store that used to exist in a mall called Demo. I was fired from a warehouse called Industrial Acoustic Company. And I was fired by my sister from guess where? Taco Bell! Yes, my sister was the manager and she fired me, rightfully so. Okay, I was late. That's not funny.
It is.
It is funny, but it is not. You know what I'm saying? I was fired, rightfully so. I was late, not doing what I was supposed to be doing. It happens. But not once did I think about reacting to any of those firings the way Jonathan Morris did, okay? I just don't understand the rapid escalation. You fired one day, then allegedly commit murder the next? There had to be some type of serious mental breakdown. He had to have a problem with his manager prior because ain't no way. Jonathan, you're 21 years old. I can guarantee you that Taco Bell was not going to be where you peaked in life. Okay? It just wasn't. You went to Taco Bell a day after being fired from there to kill the manager? I looked it up, man. Okay, Taco Bell in Ohio pays an average of about $13.33 per hour. So you're about to spend the rest of your life in a maximum security prison for minimum wage? And the news report said the manager was just trying to help. That's what I read, okay? I bet you the manager, and rest in peace to the manager, Ryan Johnson, sending, his family healing energy. Ryan Johnson was just trying to help. He probably engaged Jonathan in conversation. He probably was making an effort to resolve something, probably trying to tell him like, bruh, this ain't that serious, okay? You got fired from here. You got a whole life to live, but now he's dead because this young man simply couldn't handle his emotions. Another permanent decision made from temporary feelings. Listen, I promise you, youngins, man, I know things be feeling like the end of the world when bad things happen, but if it's one thing that I have learned in my 47 years on this planet, is that trouble don't last always. Okay, this too shall pass. And my brother, fast food is not a Fortune 500 company. Fortune 500 companies ain't worth you killing nobody over, but definitely fast food ain't. Okay, I promise you that you could have gotten another fast food job if you wanted one. Okay, you may have felt humiliated or wronged in the moment. You might have felt like it was unfair. You may have felt powerless, but McDonald's was right up the street. Okay, so was a Chick-fil-A. Well, you definitely not nice enough to work at no Chick-fil-A. But there's a Carl's Jr.'s. I don't know if Crystal is in Ohio, but my point is there was other fast food jobs to be got. Okay, you can get another fast food job, but Ryan Johnson sadly can't get another life. Not here in this dimension anyway. And you, Jonathan, can't get back what you are about to lose, which is a life of freedom. Workplace conduct plus emotional distress plus access to firearms can lead to irreversible tragedies like this one. Please give Jonathan Morris the biggest hee-haw. All that for a Crunch Wrap Supreme?
That's crazy.
All that for a cheesy Gordita Crunch? Really?
What race? What's his name?
His name was Jonathan Morris. You want to see him?
You know a race.
Yeah. We don't know what race. Don't just assume. Okay? What race
Jonathan
you think?
Morris? That could be a few races.
Y'all want to play a game?
Let's play a game.
I don't want to play a game. Nah, somebody died.
I do have a question though, Jess, right?
What race y'all think he is though? Because I want to know. I just want to know how racist y'all are.
You go first, Navy.
Black.
Okay. Black.
Why'd y'all think that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even.
What race is he?
I can't be too racist on this radio with my own people.
But let me ask you a question, Jess. Ask Charlamagne why he got fired from Taco Bell.
Yeah, why did your sister fire you? You said you was late, but why did you?
I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing.
So you was late all the time?
I don't remember.
This nigga don't learn.
I only worked there for like 2 weeks. First of all, I don't be late here. Stop acting like I be late here all the goddamn time. I've been working here for 15 years. My track record is very good. Okay, I've worked with people who were extremely late all the time. All right, okay, my track record is very, very good.
Okay,
all right,
all right. All right. Well, now when we come back, you got a chance to chop it up with former Vice President Kamala Harris.
Yes, Kamala Harris has an amazing book out called 107 Days. If Democrats get out their feelings, I think it can, help them to have some courage to tell the truth about their own party. All right, and I think that can help them, moving into the future. But we were in Birmingham, Alabama on Friday, and we had a couple of conversations. We had a 5 o'clock conversation and an 8 o'clock conversation. Both of them were different, so we're going to get pieces of both of them on for you this morning.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, over the weekend, Charlamagne chopped it up with the birthday woman.
Yeah, today's
Kamala
her
Harris.
B-Day, girl. Today's her B-Day, right?
Yeah, birthday girl. Yeah.
So we was in Birmingham, Alabama on Friday. Her book is out, 107 Days. It's been #1 on the New York Times bestsellers list for weeks. And so, yeah, we had a couple of conversations. We had a 5 o'clock conversation, then an 8 o'clock conversation. So I don't know which one we getting on for you this morning. It might be a combination of both.
It is. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Well, I loved 107 Days. And the reason I loved 107 Days is because I just love honesty. And it felt like, you got a lot off of your chest, a lot of things that you've been wanting to say, but I guess couldn't say. You decided to say in the book. Do you we cannot hear you. We don't know what you say. Do you feel like the Democratic Party truly supported your leadership, or were they just relieved you could steady the ship after Biden stepped aside?
That's a big thing to say, the Democratic Party. Mm-hmm. There was...
Or the Biden administration.
Well, I write about it in the book.
Yes, you do.
I write about how I felt about the people in the
answer is no.
administration.
She don't feel like...
But here's the thing. If we think about where we are now and moving forward, we've got to have the fight in us. And we have to understand that this is not a time for sitting around complaining about, oh, they're cheating. They're just not fair. They're not playing by the rules. We need to fight fire with fire.
There we go.
We need to fight fire with fire. So when I look at where the Democratic Party is today, that's what I applaud. Those who are understanding that this is not a time to try and be the ones who are holding up the standard when they are stealing our lunch. We will not compromise our values or principles. These things can coexist where we have our principles and our values, but we know how to roll up our sleeves and throw a punch instead of just taking a punch.
Word. Now, another thing I want to talk about, like we've all seen the clips of people interrupting you at these book events, right?
Mm-hmm.
Please, nobody do that tonight, all right? And it always makes me wonder if they've read the book, like the people who are in support of Palestine. Have they actually read the book? Because in the book, you call Biden's comments on Gaza inadequate and forced. What word would you use to describe the administration's role in that moment?
I firmly believe we could have done more. We had a certain level of leverage that we did not exercise, whether it was about what we did in terms of supplying support at what level, about speaking publicly about what we knew to be wrong. I think we could have done more and should have.
Did you ever feel complicit in decisions? That's right. Did you ever feel complicit in decisions that went against your conscience?
The people in the administration were very clear about how I felt.
You wrote that Netanyahu wanted Trump in the seat across from him, not you, not Joe. So what do you think that says about how foreign leaders really view, the current administration and the Biden administration?
I think, and again, for the sake of repetition, I predicted it, and it's exactly what we're saying. I said it on the debate stage. They, are laughing at us. If you look at it in the context of, again, a a disgraceful speech that the president gave before the United Nations. He did it when he was president the first time, and again, it was disgraceful. You look at it in terms of the whole flattery or favor. He accepted a plane, the president of the United States, from a foreign government. Remember, we all learned back in the day, what is a Trojan horse? Some people might call it a jet plane. I'd call it a Trojan horse. And let me tell you something. I spent 4 years flying around the world on Air Force Two and taking very important, highly classified meetings with the Secretary of Defense, Secretary of State, generals, and others in an environment on that plane that was highly protected for those classified conversations. Because you can only imagine how much foreign governments want to have access to our classified information, which we possess in the best interest of our national security. And this man wants a big plane so bad, because, you know, his plane is not that big, that Trump plane. And he wants it so he can have it when he's out of office. They talk about giving it to the library. You know who's going to be flying around on that plane.
That's right.
And this is on top of, remember early on, they were using Signal, Charlamagne, to plan out war plans. We would get ourselves out of bed in the middle of the night, all of us, wherever we were, to go to what is called a SCIF, which is a secure facility, or go to the Situation Room to have those conversations. These people are so lazy that they're sitting back, texting each other about war plans, and then so dumb to not know a reporter is in the text chain. With our national security interests at stake. And if it weren't so incredibly harmful, it would be the thing of a great comedy sketch.
It will be in the future.
But it's and this is the thing about having people who don't fully appreciate the strength and power and therefore solemn responsibility that comes with these positions. That it is not about them, it is about you. It is about us, it is about we the people. And that is what is so tragic. Put aside personalities, put aside egos or lack thereof. The matters that we are discussing are of such a grave and important nature that to have people who do not understand that they possess the power in the public trust and to instead be convinced of their personal entitlement is so incredibly dangerous to who we are as a country. Well, let's save each other. We're here to save each other.
Are you going to take time to enjoy yourself on your upcoming birthday?
Oh, yeah. You
It's
know,
like
I
next
write
week,
about...
right? Am I
So,
tripping? It's next week, right?
If my birthday's coming up.
Yeah. Doug knows that this time, right? Because I know in the book he kind of forgot last year.
Yeah, so I tell a story about I love my husband so much. I love my husband so much. I love my Dougie so much. But, yeah, that was not a good birthday last year.
It looks like you got triggered just now just thinking about it.
Okay, what happened was this. So my birthday is October 20th. So we were, as you can imagine, knee deep in the campaign. And Doug, my husband and I, we had basically, you know, like so many of our family members, we had, you know, split up to everybody being somewhere that we needed to be. And our teams had conspired so lovingly that he and I would end up in the same place the night of my birthday. Yeah. So, you're going to ask me, did Doug plan a dinner?
No, I read the book. I know he didn't.
He didn't. So then it came time for the birthday gift. I opened the gift. The gift was a necklace that was engraved. It was not October 20th. It was the date of our anniversary. Because Doug had clearly thought he was going to get a twofer with that one gift.
I need you to do better this year, Doug, okay?
Poor thing. And he was so, and it was leading up to the World Series. And so we had dinner, and which I selected, and and we had a little cupcake, and I blew out the candle, and I was done. And so I went to go take a bath, because actually during the campaign, and I highly suggest it for anybody who has a bathtub, that it is a really wonderful way to de-stress at the end of the day.
With Epsom salt.
Yes, with Epsom salt. Yeah. With Epsom salt, right. So I went to go take a bath. Doug was watching the baseball game. And then I realized in this hotel, and it was a nice little suite they got us for that night. And the towels were on the other side of the bathroom. So, of course, I'm vice president running for president of the United States, so I had my phone next to the bathtub. But first I just called out to my husband, Dougie. Nothing. Then I went to Doug, calling him out, Doug. Nothing. And then it's real serious when I go, Douglas. So I picked up the phone to call him. He didn't answer. So then I FaceTime audio him. Here's how he answered. What's up? And that was it. And so we got into it a little bit.
Rightfully so.
But here's the thing about my husband and about that moment. We all, in our relationships, in whatever form you have, go through stressful moments. And go through, what life brings. There are joy and there is also stress. And my husband said to me at that moment, he looked at me and he just poured cold water on the heat of that moment. And he looked at me and he said, we cannot turn on each other. Mm. And it was so poignant. And, I tell a few stories like that about just what this was, because Charlamagne, in many ways, I wanted to write this book to also just lift the hood on what happens behind the scenes in every way. I think there's so much about, obviously the office of president it affects the entire globe. But there's so much about the process that's very opaque that people, unless you've been personally involved at a very close level, you don't really have a sense of. And I wanted to help people have a sense of it in a way that I hope helps people see where they could fit in or be involved or a part of it and feel a sense of understanding what it all involves so that we can all participate in an active way.
In the book you write about democracy being fragile, and we see that happening right now. Do you still believe the system can fix itself from the inside?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
It pains me to say that. When I decided to become a prosecutor, I had to defend that decision with my family. They were not down with that decision, so many of them. And I said, look, why is it that we are always thinking that for systems that need change or reform, that we have to be on the outside on bended knee or trying to break down the door to get that improvement done? I said, shouldn't we also think about being on the inside of the system as a way to have an impact? And I have believed that, and I've seen the benefit of that my entire career. But to be very candid, I perhaps naively thought the system would be stronger in this moment than it's been. And I think that without any question, the destruction caused by this administration in this moment and the debris that will be left is going to require some serious work And it will need to be without nostalgia about how things were, knowing that there was a lot that was not working so well. And there was a lot that was working well, to be sure. And the people inside, these career people who have been there doing incredible God's work, must be applauded always. But the structure and the way we have designed some of these systems has turned out to be quite flawed. So the change that we want and the improvement that we're going to need, some of it will be from inside the system, but I think a lot of it is going to be because of the pressure that the people put to say, this is how I want my government to work for me. I think that perhaps in this moment of crisis, it is going to, one of the maybe opportunities in this moment of severe crisis, is that when we have to then start figuring out how we're going to deal with the debris and the cleanup, that it gives us an opportunity to reimagine some of these systems to make them more effective and responsive to the needs of the people.
Ooh, well, if 107 days was your closure for one chapter, what's the new one you're ready to open? Are you going to be part of that cleanup? Are you going to be out there in the future?
It is my nature to serve. I'm not going to stop serving. But right now my focus is on winning. And so I'm going to be doing work on behalf of folks in the midterms. There are 2 important governor's races happening in the country right now, which we should focus on in New Jersey and Virginia. There's the local work that's happening, and that's going to be my focus. We have to win on everything, and it's about not only elections, but around this war on disinformation, and also just lifting up the ability of us as Americans to trust each other. There's a lot of work to be done, and I'm in it, and I'm here for the fight.
All right, that was Charlamagne's conversation with former Vice President Kamala Harris. Now, when we come back, we got the latest with Lauren, so don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Happy Monday.
What's wrong with you? Morning,
Y'all not
everybody.
happy to be
It's
alive,
DJ,
man. God is
MV,
good.
Jess Hilarious,
What's wrong with
Charlamagne, the guy. We are The
Minus
Breakfast
all
Club.
the BS in life. Life is great. God is good. No, God is great. Life is good. God is great. God is like everything's great. It really is, though.
It is.
Of course it is.
And let's get to the latest with Lauren.
Lauren be coming with straight facts.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on this.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
On The Breakfast Club.
Talk to me. All right, so Stephen A. Smith is talking more about LeBron James. He sat down with the guys over at The Pivot, and he talked about LeBron James, and he says LeBron James doesn't go at white people the same way he does black analysts. Let's take a listen.
You ever see LeBron go at a white boy? It's called what it is. You see someone come at me. Closest you ever came to see him do something like that. When he called out Brian Windhorst.
That first line is just funny as hell. You ever seen him go at a white boy? Play it again. I'm sorry.
You ever see LeBron go at a white boy? It's called what it is. You see someone come at me. Closest you ever came to seeing him do something like that was when he called out Brian Windhorst. What you calling out Brian Windhorst for? The man covered you since junior high school and has praised you repeatedly. And you used the Pat McAfee situation to go at him. And that's the only time you ever seen LeBron James, really go at somebody white. I'm going to call it what it is. When I did my monologue for 17 and a half, 18 minutes, the day after he decided to go on Pat McAfee's show, immediately after, I was informed that we won't be hearing more from him about me. That's what I thought. Because I got receipts. I pride myself on being a fair-minded individual, being professional, but I'm also a proud black man. And I know not only what I've done, what I've tried to do for black men in our industry. I might have to call you out sometimes, but you know why I'm calling you out? Because there's a whole bunch of other black people I got to look out for, and they can't make the same errors you just made. Because if they did, it would ruin their life. And I need to use you as that example because I got a bigger vision.
Yeah, he had some words.
That's an interesting take, but what I would say, bigger than going at, I guess, white sports pundits, like we've seen LeBron James be a voice for social justice, in a racially divided country. Like we've seen him do that a lot. We've seen him position himself, throughout his career as a leader on those type of issues. And somebody of his stature don't have to speak out against a lot of the things that LeBron has spoken out against. So, I mean, you know, saying he never went at a white sports pundit, I don't know if that's even true or not, but I've seen him stand up against white supremacy.
Yeah, but I think it's a different line. Yeah, we see LeBron stand up for a lot of social rights, but
Social
a lot
justice
of
issues, yes.
a lot of people do feel like when it comes to I said ish.
No, you said
I thought
ish.
you said it.
No, he said.
I thought you said it too.
Yeah, you said it.
my bad.
Said it.
You said it.
Oh.
Now I need you to shut up.
I am.
Police.
All right. Okay. But no, I mean, no, LeBron has used his platform to speak on political and social issues.
Yes.
He's done things like, you know, mobilize black voters. He's fought against voter suppression.
Yes,
he
yes,
did that
absolutely.
in response, you know, to the death of George Floyd. I've seen LeBron James stand up and speak on issues, especially in regards to race, that he doesn't have to at his level.
Yes.
So I like that more than going at, you know, a white sports.
But I guess
pundit.
he's saying if you're gonna go at me, go at everybody the same. I guess that's Stephen A. Smith's point.
But I'm just saying both they're not created equal. I don't know if he's ever got. Brian Windhorst is the example that I would use because that's the latest one that's in my mind. I don't know historically. I'm sure he's probably clapped at Skip Bayless. I don't know. I really do not know. But I'm just saying, standing up for social justice issues and standing up for your race and regards and stuff like that is bigger than me. And it's a lot more to lose doing that than it is going at a sports anchor. That's all I'm saying. So I don't know what Stephen A. was trying to get at with that.
Gotcha.
That
But
comment.
was the shut up and dribble? I mean, he didn't like go at her, but remember the whole shut up and dribble thing too. Like I'm sure he has some things to say about that.
But that's why the lady told him that because of the stands he takes for his
what he was the stance he was taking
on race issues and social justice issues.
It was a George Floyd. That was a George Floyd time.
I don't remember what that was for. I just remember that's why they told him to shut up and dribble. That's why.
Well, elsewhere in the interview, Stephen A. does say that, to Envy, to your point, that, you know, there was a lot of times where he didn't speak on Bronny and LeBron, and he actually, like, clapped for them because he felt like LeBron was getting what he deserved because he does so much for the league. But I think he feels like you took your time to come for me and everybody else. But, I mean, it's Stephen A. Smith, too. So if you're going to come for somebody, you want to go where the voice is like, everybody listens to Stephen A. So I kind of understand that as well. But he also talked about the Serena Williams, Alexis Ohanian moment as well. He says if he was in the studio, it would have went down different. Let's take a listen to that.
Let's go to that. Alexis Ohanian, Serena Williams' husband. It would have been an entirely different situation if I were in studio. Don't think for 1 second that I'm going to let some petty spat get in the way of my money. All I was saying was, as men, if I'm married and my wife got the energy and the fervor to show up on Super Bowl Sunday and go out on stage specifically to dance off of a song that's disrespecting her ex, my question would be, what's that energy about? That's all I was saying. I was speaking generically. He clearly took it differently. And to his face, I would have said to him what I just said to y'all. And I would say, but that you took it differently, I own that and I'd apologize to you because I meant no disrespect. Right. But I wasn't going to make a big deal of it. But if I was face to face and he had come at me that way, I would have simply said, sir, I didn't mean it that way. But do you really want me to take it there?
Now you got to go back, Alexis.
Now you got to go back.
Now you got to go back. Alexis, you got to go back because I want to see.
Let this die.
No, you don't.
We don't want to see
I would
that.
say it's even worse.
No, you don't.
Nah.
I don't want to see.
No,
It's not.
you don't. No,
You're
you
not
don't.
doing it.
Who don't want to see?
Well,
I want to see.
He's not gonna have. He's not gonna have that same energy.
We don't.
He didn't even have the full energy through YouTube.
Who not gonna have the same energy?
Alexis. What's his name? Alex? What's his name?
You don't think Alexis has the same energy?
No, he's not going to have the same energy.
Well, it ain't on
towards
Alexis
him.
now. The ball's in Stephen A's court. Stephen A is the one that got to keep the same energy after that.
It ain't even the fact that whether Alex going to have the energy or not.
Alexis.
Well, my bad.
Like his friends call him Alexis.
Alexis, like Alexis.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
It's not even the fact whether he going to have the energy or not. It's the fact that will he have the same energy to y'all? Is his energy going to be good enough for y'all? Because it wasn't good enough for y'all when he came up there and said something to him.
No, that's not true.
No,
Alexis would have said exactly what he said to Stephen A. To face to face. I'm giving him 10 out of 10 for
the problem
that.
is not what he said. Is just that he didn't say it to his face.
I thought I made that perfectly clear.
No,
that's exactly what I said.
I thought he should have been more direct.
Okay, I was going to say, one of y'all said that
it took me a
he
second to
I
figure
didn't
out.
like the Zoom thing.
Talking about relationship and marriages. I learned how to make $billion companies. I was kind of confused at first.
Nah, that was a flex. Stay in your lane. Very Caucasian.
It was a mic drop.
For me, it's just about the face-to-face interaction.
That's right.
But now, the ball is in Stephen A's court. Okay, because I need to see how Stephen A. is going to react face to face.
Gotta stop
I just
it.
need
This
to
is
see it.
lead us
I just need to
alone.
see it.
All right.
But I want to say one last thing. The reason I always give LeBron James props for what he does in social justice and standing up for racial issues is because of the fact that people like Michael Jordan, were always criticized for not doing that. You know, because he didn't want to lose endorsements or didn't want to lose fans. LeBron don't seem to care about that. He'll never seem to care about that. So I respect that more than just, going at a white sports anchor.
Yeah. All right.
Stephen A. was saying.
Malata's the latest with Loren.
Yeah, you had another one?
Yeah,
What
it's
was
good. J-Lo, y'all talking about back and forth. She done got her exes mad. She said she ain't been locked correctly.
Which one?
Where we gotta go?
Early one.
We gotta
Damn,
go.
Johnny O'Connor. This is the one that was with her right before she did Selena.
Yeah.
And this is the one that used to claim that because Diddy came around, their marriage ended.
I would like the record to show that I never heard of this, man.
All right, well.
Johnny Noah?
That is the latest with Loren, guys.
It's Johnny.
Thank you, Loren.
When I think of J-Lo exes, I don't even know who this is. Never
No,
even
you
heard
don't
of him
know.
until
He only pops up every once in a blue.
She was married to him from 97 to 98. They was only married for 11 months.
She was married for a hot time. He only comes out every
He
once in
had
a
a
blue.
lot to say, like it was 11 years.
Oh, so he like Chris Humphries. And Chris Humphries was way more popping than him.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Now, when we come back, we got the People's Choice Mix. Happy birthday, Snoop Dogg. We're going to play some Snoop in the mix. And, of course, some Gucci because he was there early. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Salute to Gucci Mane for joining us this morning.
Man, salute to Gucci. I'm not even joking when I say this. His new book, Episodes, Diary of a Recovering Madman, is a very, very important book because there's not too many people, especially artists, who are willing to admit that they were clinically diagnosed with bipolar and schizophrenia. Yeah. They had super drug addiction. He was on lean. He was on pills, Percocet, all of that stuff like that. Yeah. And a lot of the irrational behavior we saw from them, the Twitter rants and the going at people, it was because of that. Man, you know how great the world would be if so many other people would admit that?
For sure. And the fact that he had a wife there to help him every step of the way. She never left him alone.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Man, salute to Keyshia. Keisha's really the hero in all of this because Gucci don't really have anybody else that close to him. If you get the book, he'll explain to you why he don't really have a relationship with his mom. God bless the day because his mom's no longer here. But I'm telling you, it's a really, really good read, man.
Yeah, she's the glue that held it all together. So salute to Keyshia KO.
Love that.
All right.
Well, why would you want anything other than a black woman? No disrespect to anybody who has something else other than a black woman. You know what I'm saying? No,
out of nowhere.
I'm just saying. I'm all for love. Love is love. Love who you want to love. But why? I just want to know why you would want.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all. I just want to know why you would. Why? Yeah. Especially as a black man. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that. You know what? Whatever. I don't even feel like explaining that. I like black love. And watching Gucci and Keyshia, seeing Stunner and Mona Leo.
Yes.
Thinking of me and my wife.
That's right.
Well, Envy got a black woman, even though he's Dominican.
And then
oh my gosh, I'm black, but yes,
I'm black, and I don't know.
Salute
my
to Chris.
husband is black.
Salute to Chris for having a black woman. Huh?
Yeah, exactly. I said my husband is Mexican and black.
For having a black woman.
Don't play with him. Hey, yo, listen.
Now Gucci said he listens to the Positive Note every morning. So what you got this morning?
Actually, the positive note comes from Gucci, man, because Gucci said something in his book in regards to getting help. And he said, the only person that can help you is yourself when you need it. And I do believe that is absolutely the first step. And this positive note comes from C. Joy Bell C. She once said, the only person who can pull me down is myself, and I'm not going to let myself pull me down anymore. You heard what I just said? The only person who can pull me down is myself, and I'm not going to let myself pull me down anymore. Have a great day.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?